guys, welcome back to another episode of Maled Eats. I'm Maled and we'll be eating. And today's episode is a little special. So our 1-year anniversary was actually last week. And to honor that, I decided to recreate my first video, which was gnocchi and bolognese. And it's a lot easier than I thought it would be because now I know how to do it. So practice makes perfect, I guess. And we're actually gonna watch the video. We're gonna react to it. I'm gonna say what I did wrong. I'm not gonna hold back. I did a lot wrong. I was young and I was naive, but hopefully I've become a better cook since then. And so yeah, let's watch the video. Oh yes, the piano music, because I didn't know what else to put. Very peaceful. Very slow. Boil 4 russet potatoes. I baked them. I actually used this to rice the potatoes because I didn't have the ricer. The camera angles are just so bad, and I didn't have a tripod at the point, so it was free-handed. For this shot, I actually used the Jaeger bottle to prop up my phone. Not bad, a little before and after shot right there. Same fork for the bolognese. Such small portions. Now I make enough food for an army. So many mistakes. The pan. You gotta cook the meat first so it browns so the veggies doesn't burn. I hate using a garlic crusher. It always gets stuck. Yep, tomato paste is good. Where's the bay leaf? Where's the seasoning? Crushed, that's not crushed tomatoes, that's tomato sauce. Water? Oh my God. Never put water in sauce. Always use stock. Next time you put the pasta in the sauce. Did you put pasta water? I don't see any pasta water here. So we still have an issue with the lighting. Overhead lighting sucks. But you know, for a first video, not bad. I did what I could. I only have my cell phone. I'm editing on my cell phone. So for the first video, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, but I think we can do better. So enjoy the video. All right, so you're gonna start with 4 medium russet potatoes, and you're gonna poke holes in them with a fork. That way they don't explode when they're baking in the oven. Baking reduces the moisture, which makes fluffier gnocchi. So you're gonna bake it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour, and then the skin should be crispy and you can pierce the interior with a knife. Let the potatoes cool briefly and then peel them carefully and let the steam get out. Less steam also creates less moisture, which means better gnocchi. Once cooled, you can pass them through a potato ricer and then rice them all the way through. There might be some leftovers and you can discard those. To the riced potatoes, you're going to add 1 egg yolk beaten for every 500 grams of potato. I had about 490 grams of potato, so I only used 1 egg. Spread that evenly across the potato, and then you're going to sift 100 grams of all-purpose flour. The sifting process creates even more of a fluffier gnocchi. Then you're going to mix all the ingredients together, either using a spoon or your hand, until all the ingredients are incorporated. Once the dough comes together, set aside for a bit to relax. Then you're going to sift some flour onto your work surface and roll your piece of dough into a little log and cut into 4 equal pieces. Then you're going to roll each piece of dough into a long 1-inch thick rope, making sure to cover the dough with your fingers at all times for even thickness. Make sure to press down on any spots until it's nice and even. Then using a bench scraper or a knife, cut into little dumplings the size you desire. To create your classic gnocchi shape, get your gnocchis and press down against the tines of a fork using your thumb down and across the fork. To cook the gnocchi, salt your water to be as salty as the ocean, and then drop your gnocchis in, and once they're done, they're going to float to the top. To start your sauce, you're going to brown 2 pounds of ground beef. Make sure it gets the most contact with your pot on medium-high heat. Then once the bottom is browned, flip it over like a hamburger and let that resume to cook until it's all browned. Season with salt and pepper. Once the beef is cooked, you're going to remove it and set it aside while you cook your vegetables and sauce. Discard all but 2 tablespoons of fat and drop in 1 diced onion, 2 diced celery stalks, and 1 large diced carrot. Season with salt and pepper and let that cook until the vegetables are tender, and then add 4 cloves of minced garlic and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Cook the tomato paste out for 2 to 3 minutes or until the color is a deep red. Then you're going to add 1 cup of red wine and let that cook the alcohol out for about 2 to 3 minutes as well. Then add 1 large can of crushed tomatoes, and then in the same can, fill it up with stock. You can use chicken or beef or vegetable and pour that in as well. To create your bouquet garni or your bundle of herbs, get some thyme, rosemary, and bay leaf and tie together with a piece of twine. Drop the herbs in and let that simmer for about 10 minutes or until the sauce has reduced a little bit. Then add your beef back into the pot and let that cook for 15 to 20 minutes or longer if you have time, so that the flavors can incorporate together. You can make this sauce the day before you want to serve it because the flavors will enhance overnight. Make sure to remove the herbs and the piece of twine before you assemble your pasta. To assemble your pasta, you're going to get about 1/2 cup of your sauce, add to it your almost cooked gnocchi with about 1/4 cup of pasta water, and mix that all to combine. Once it's mixed, you're going to finish it off with some heavy cream. You're going to add a splash of heavy cream, which is about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Saute that all together and you're ready to serve. Don't forget the most important part, which is grating some fresh Parmesan cheese on top. And voila! Bon appetit! And that is how you make gnocchi and Bolognese sauce the right way. There's no wrong way, but there are many right ways. So look at that, such a nice little plate. Oh, smells good, looks good. Let's try it. Delicious. That last bit of cream at the end really makes a difference. It's so good, something you'd be very proud of and super easy like you saw in the video. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. Please watch my first video and this one and see the progress. I hope I'm making you all proud. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time on Maled Eats.